back to it. So going through the settings, I was correct about what I thought these were. I didn't change anything. So this is the computer controlling the power. We're disabling the computer's control and essentially locking it. I don't know why this now has a lock on it, whatever. I didn't change anything. All my settings are exactly as I had it a few seconds ago. And now we are running 281 on power. What was the difference? I unplugged it. Oh, there was a small drop. I unplugged it and it essentially went up to 2.8 gigahertz. So now we're getting full. That's me plugging it back in. And the settings are working. So it had something to do with the fact that power was connected. You got the drop and then back up again. So having it connected while I ran through the settings somehow locked it. I even looked up what these each were because I didn't know what the FID multiplier was. It was set to 12. That's my set multiplier. And that, I guess, is the max that I can do for this older CPU. But it's cool. I'm setting it to max, so do what you want to do. But yeah, that fixed my problem. So now I have a working CPU because 0.57 wasn't working. I even Googled that. 22.8%. That's the... because I'm supposed to get a base speed of 2.5, so 22.8% was the drop, was the percentage of usage I got after. So yeah, the kids could have been complaining. They've never come to me and they've been like, hey, this computer is trash. It's so old. They've been using it. I'm thinking they charged it. Then they used it, moving it to wherever they wanted to move it. So the plug is out, which is great. And then when the plug would go back in, because you know it's going to die eventually and they're still working, it would slow down. But they would probably think of the slowdown being I have all of these different windows open and that caused the slowdown. So now it's not permanently running with these full settings. I can come in here, turn it off when I want to. Just the click of the button, hit save. Versus the BIOS, I'd have to go on the BIOS every time, and that could become an issue if I'm forcing the BIOS to essentially run at optimal speeds 24/7. It's not even going to run at optimal because I'm now overclocked. Now I'm getting 2.8. I swear, I think this can go to 3.1. I think that should be the range for overclocking 2.5. But yeah, if I lock the BIOS, it's going to give me 2.5, I'm sure, because that's the base speed. It's going to fix it at that base speed forever. Now, on to, and I was thinking about this when I was trying to figure out stuff. So you have, like, I put my Nord on here, and I think I put my Nord on here with this Windows install, actually. I think I had set it to be like Windows and have Chrome and Nord install with every system. Just trying to be funny, playing around with the install media. That yeah, I guess I don't really need that anymore. All right, so what I was thinking was every single time I open a computer, I have to kind of go in here and start it. And I was thinking that was going to be an annoying thing, so I am going to set it. So this is Task Scheduler. Not a lot of people probably use this, but essentially you can create task pop-ups when certain activities happen. Create task, all right, I guess maybe a basic task. If anything, I'll go to the other tab. Ooh, look at that. All right. So what I want to do is I want to create a task scheduler. No, that's what I meant. What is this called? throttle, let's call it throttle speed. Description, increase CPU speed. And correct whatever you want on, I just want when I look at it, I know exactly what this task if I ever come. Increase CPU speed on power supply, that's good. Oh, when I want this weekly, monthly. All right, I want this every single time my computer starts, I want this to start. I think that's right. Yeah, every time I want the computer to start, I want this program to start. If I'm on a power supply, this program will start. It'll be good for me. If I'm off a power supply, this program will start. It'll be good for me. It's not going to hurt me when I log on. When the computer starts. Ooh. I like these both when I log on. No, just when computer starts, whatever. Action, send an email, start a program. So start a program. All right. So I need to, I don't have to move this here, but I just want to get it out of my downloads folder so I'm not in like a crazy delete thing. All right, there. So I'm not in the crazy delete thing and delete all my stuff out the downloads folder thinking they're junk and accidentally delete this task. So I'm going to move it to where, boom, I know the program is. So I need the exe file, readme, forums, yeah, it's the exe. So boom, it will run this program on computer start. Fun times. Open a dialog box for task when finished. All right, let's take a look at that. I think there's stuff I need in here. Run only when user is logged on. There's only one user on this computer, so that doesn't matter. I don't know if I'm supposed to put I really don't know if I'm supposed to put the program location in there. It's just in the task. Trigger at startup, at system startup. Yeah, we're good. Action, start a program. Conditions, specify the conditions along with the trigger. Determine the task should run. Start task only if the computer is idle for. Nope, don't want that. I guess idle for 1 minute maybe. Stop if computer cease to be idle. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Start task only if the ooh, that's a good one. Start task if only if the computer's on AC power, which is when I need it. I don't need it when it's on battery. Yeah, this is a great one. Stop if the computer switches to battery power. So this will go off and on as I charge my computer, and when I'm not charging it, I don't need one extra program running. Wait computer to run this task. Start if network's available now. Now, this is a great one. This is perfect. Condition, essentially, this task will be run when I plug the computer in. So every time I plug the PC in, TrottleStop will start, overclock my CPU so I can get the best speed. And when I pull out the plug, it will stop. Now I wonder what happens if I pull out, plug in, pull out, plug in, pull out, plug in within like a few seconds of each other. I wonder how quick to respond that will be. Allow tasks to be run on demand. Yeah, that's fine. Run tasks as soon as possible after a scheduled start is missed. That one sounds good. If task fails, restart, let's see, every 10 minutes. Attempt to restart up to 3 times, that's fine. Stop the task if it runs longer than 3 days. We'll take that off. If running a task does not end when requested, force stop. That's fine. I want it to stop when it's on battery. Go ahead and force it. The task is not scheduled to run again. Delete. Nah, we're not doing that. And history is disabled. Okay, whatever. Okay, boom. So now I have a task scheduled. These are all your Microsoft stuff. So all your startup files. Booyah. Add system startup. So add system startup is going to start this program when the computer starts and it is connected to the power supply. So when the, I guess there's a conflict, because if it starts and the computer is on battery, it's not gonna, it's supposed to start the program, but it won't. That's fine. So every time it's on power, it will start the computer. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so now we got a task scheduled. We have my computer overclocked and set up. We have our performance issue fixed for the most part. You see the slight freezing. I mean, this is a fresh install. This is as good as a 2012 is going to get in this day and age. It shouldn't have froze like that though, because I mean, honestly, 3rd gen i5s, maybe it's still dual core though. Dual core. But booyah. So now we got 285 on power, or fluctuation of that. And booyah. So I fixed the issue, one issue. Whoops. Look, cat here. Cats, man. I gotta go sweep. Hate being an adult. As a kid, you see this stuff and you ignore it. And as an adult, you see this stuff and you're like, fuck, I gotta clean back here. Now I gotta move the couch. Because now I'm like, ah, man, that means under the couch isn't swept. Ah, I just gave myself another test. All right, time to go clean. Later.